guys, thank you for tuning in to Kuma Style. This was one that I was looking forward to, but didn't expect to actually receive because I haven't kept up with like the release date and stuff like that. Kind of got a mystery package and boom, there it is. But this is Iron Factory's IF-EX50 DaiShogun. I think it's Boohmaru. I'm not sure if it's Boohmaru or Boohmaru. There are two O's, so I'm going to say Boohmaru. This is their tribute to Grimlock. This is a samurai style. I don't know if it's an original creation from Iron Factory or not. I personally haven't seen it. Regardless, it's incredible. So props to whoever came up with this because it's magnificent looking. And what's crazy is that it's I think it's the most articulated figure they've ever done. Even with all of this heavy duty shelling and things like that. In fact, I'll just be bold enough to say I believe this is the best figure Iron Factory's ever done. And they've done a lot of good stuff over the years. So just tip of the helmet. The crest in front. I've got about 5 inches. And just taking a look at what comes in the box. Zoom in there. Variety of hands on the left, or the viewer's left. And then 2 swords, top right. Different size blades. Different length blades. 2 cleavers. And then those other 4 black pieces, those are holsters that go on his back and his hips. All right. So making sure we're focused. Just giving you guys a roundabout here. Again, 5 inches tall. This is pretty straight up pose. No ab crunch or anything like that utilized in it. Now, before we get them all armored up, not armored up, but armed, we'll take a look at his articulation. There is a ball joint 360 swivel, but the up and down movement, because he has that extra lever that lets him look extra far down. And it's nice because he has that big chest, so you can kind of cheat. Do some Dreamwave art right there. If you're taking pictures from down below. Upwards, it's about right there. All right, shoulders. These back flaps do move. Parallel. And it is hard with the shoulder armor and stuff like that. You can do some stuff to kind of move it out of the way to get it to go, but it's not going more than parallel with the ground, regardless. All right. So it can do 360 roundabout. Okay. Oh. Hand popped out. And they stay on pretty well. That was me. 360 bicep swivel. Get that up so you can see. The elbow. So it's a double joint. And here I actually do a full squeeze, flex. So that's cool. The wrist. I keep trying to play with it by the forearm, and that's the problem. The wrist is on a ball joint. There's a little bit of space in between the ball joint and the forearm. So he can do some rocking always. Of course, this. I will say before I forget, the hands are rubberized. So that's different. I believe all of their hands so far have been a hard plastic. But I like it because it makes like inserting the weapons and stuff like that so much easier. All right, waist. 360. Okay. Side to side rock. And then make sure we're focused there. Oh, see, he started to lean the hips back. We don't want to do that. He has some back bend, not much, but the ab crunch, boom. And then there's another level to it too. So 2 levels of ab crunch, and you guys see the sideways rock and stuff like that. So his side skirts don't really move. That ball joint's pretty static that they're on. But I guess you could put them back if you want to. The front skirts do move forward. Nothing in the back blocking. This might make you have to move the legs out a bit, but that actually does move back. So I'll say the back skirt moves back too. I stand corrected. So forward, backwards. So even with that piece flipped up, that's what he's got. These block. Okay. Oh, outwards. Double jointed knees. All right. Kind of gappy there. Well, not kind of. It's very gappy, actually. All right. Thigh swivel. not a 360, but realistic inward, outward. The feet, look at that. Extends back and then forward. The ball joint itself doesn't swing or anything like that. They swing off the ball joint. Okay. And then ankle tilt, boom. Up. Boom and boom. Insanity. All right. One more head-on view, and I will show you guys how the weapon holsters work. Okay, so the weapons, 2 cleavers. All right. And if you want, these cleavers can combine. Just flip that peg upwards, and then put them together. Giant cleaver. Even though it looks like it to me for some reason, like these don't flip out or anything like that. They are as is. That's the only part that's movable on there, okay? 2 different size blades. Both on the side. Now let's start getting them armed. All right. So it's easy to tell what's what because of the peg sizes. The ones on his back, standard 5mm. The ones on his side, I don't know how many millimeters it is. It honestly looks like 2 or 3mm. I would say 2. All right. This side first. Boom. Okay. And it's very clear which side they're supposed to go on, so don't worry about that. All right. There's that. You just take the swords and make sure you press them in all the way. Boom, boom. There's that. I want to make sure I have this side pegged in well. Okay, cool. All right. Now the back holsters. Same difference. All right, so these kind of go at an angle, like upwards, like 45 degrees straight, 45 degrees flat. So you want to do it so that the angle bends around the back of the toy itself. So like this one's going to go on his right side. If I could press it in. It's funny because do it on my own, no problem, get on camera. Of course. Of course it falls out. I also wasn't reaching around the camera and stuff like that, so yeah. But let me make sure you guys can see it. I will lighten this up if need be. All right, so. Wrong button. All right, so right there, right there. Okay. Get that back. Then the cleavers just go in. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Put that skirt down. There it is from the back side. Zooming out. Oh wow, he's leaning forward like crazy. Yeah. Again, just want to make sure that's pegged. That's pegged. Zoom in a bit more. Okay, front. And again, you could adjust these, like they turn on the peg and things like that. So, however you want them configured. I kind of like them more at an upward angle, like so. But, however you want to do it. Make sure his fists are right. Okay. So, Boom, armed up. Okay, and I absolutely love this pose right here. It's just dynamic in terms of range as well as aesthetic and stuff like that. It's just good. One thing I love about the sculpt is that it almost looks like a statue, minus, like, you know, all the fine detailing and stuff like that. It just really, it's really cohesive for a transforming toy. It's nice. And just a quick comparison, just wanted him with some bigger and smaller modes. There's their Samurai Bludgeon, Samurai Leo Convoy, Optimus Prime, and Ultra Magnus. So, yeah. Now let's look at some of the heights on these guys, so that you can compare them to your figures too. So 3¼ inches. I'm going to the top of the crest. Just over 4¼ inches. Prime, right around 5 inches as well. Then Ultra Magnus, tip of the antenna, about 6¼ inches. Alright, so here's its alt mode. Pretty cool looking. Now when it comes to articulation, it really doesn't have much besides the arms and legs. There's no movement in the neck or the tail. Upward, downward, side to side, nothing. The head can go up and down. And then, as you saw right there, the mouth opens and closes. So that's neat. The arms, they're a static 90-degree bend. The shoulders, though, you can get some arm movement by kind of swinging it and stuff like that. Now the legs, the arms are the legs, so same articulation goes into those as the arms. Like, it's an excellent display piece. It's freaking awesome. One thing I wish it... Oh, does it? Okay. I was like, I wish it had some ankle tilt, but the front of the foot tilts, so that helps. Alright. Just getting him a little bit lower to see if he balances. Ah, almost had it. Alright, so there's that. More of a parallel. I wish he could look upward so I can get something where, but yeah. Just closing it out there. I love that all of his weapon store and stuff like that, but yeah. Then focus more towards the front. And there we go. Again, there's the alt mode. I like it quite a bit. Okay, and final thoughts on this guy. Man, I'm just going to repeat. I think this is the best figure Iron Factory's ever done. I can't even think of one, and I own pretty much everything they've made that just even really competes for that #1 spot. And this is a company that, in general, makes solid figures. It's just good. I mean, you guys have seen it, you guys have watched it. Let me know what you think of this in the comments, but it is absolutely spectacular. And I mean, it not only has that dynamic range of posing and stuff like that, even the aesthetic. Again, it looks like a freaking statue or something like that. It's such a good sculpt. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. The light piping actually works, and when it's not lit up, it doesn't look absolutely dead. It's a solid piece. You know, this is the kind of standard I'd love for them to just uphold going forward, but I don't know if they will. But yes, this is very good. Man, solid bot mode, aesthetically, engineering wise, QC wise, solid solid alt mode. It's a killer figure, man. But again, this has been Iron Factory's DaiShogun Boohmaru. Their homage to Grimlock, samurai style. I can't wait to shoot the gallery on this one. It's actually that fun to play with. So yeah, stay tuned for that on kumastyle.com, article and gallery. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.